Hey everyone, it's Ray. Welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, the Hildibrand episodes. The final Hildibrand episode until Dawntrail's patch in, I'd say about half a month from when I finally finished posting these. Because I'm posting them daily. Regardless, this is the final Endwalker act. And so, we're going to see something interesting, probably. So, we have an idea of where PuPu's friend is, and we have an inkling, and we've seen through hidden cutscenes that the guy is not exactly reputable, given that he's working not only with Lugae, but also going to be doing summoning, probably. Anyway, Delian. Of duplicity and duplication, Delian is ready to embark on his latest investigation. Ah, Rei'tan, you're just in time to assist my latest fact-finding expedition. Our recent forays into Sharlayan revealed that PuPu's friend was in the company of a Hunnish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavnir. When I contacted my usual sources for local sightings of alien phenomena, alas, they had none to share. I have thus switched tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard the tale of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop in Garlean on a Garlean battlefield. The inspectors and the others should be pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads, here in the city or at the Great Work. I believe they moved the investigation to Yedlimad, so I suggest we hurry over and join them. Cannot have that blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. Oh boy. Alright, let's go to Yedlimad. Alright, one warp later. And here we go. First off, Brandahild. This port town would be an excellent place to analyze global trading trends. PuPu? Oh, my friend is an exceptional individual capable of astounding feats that I could never accomplish without the help of my starship equipment. Nashu? What else can you tell us? Okay, she was just asking about him. Hildibrand, what do you have to say? I see the two of you are eager to observe my inspectorial genius at work. Ah, the long-term fans are often the most ardent. As a matter of fact, we were just about to continue our investigation to the alchemist we know who has been traveling with Master PuPu's comrade. I mean, that is to say, I am merely following the inspector's wake. You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Brandahild. It is wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you in any respect. I am but a copy, and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense! Clone or not, self-depreciation is unbecoming of a Mandeville man! Exactly, the things you can do are amazing! Oh, I don't know about that. Was you who saved Rei'tan from certain doom, was it not? Well, not quite as eclatrious as mine, your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. It is kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I only hope my meager contributions are of some small assistance. Yeah, you're good. Too modest by half. I'd say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original. That's enough chin-waggling amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. Seriously, he's just out in the fucking open now. Alright. Let's do a little bit of moving around and talking. Yedlimad Fisherman, what do you have to say? Yes, I know the one who you speak. Fellow fisherman told me of a friend of his, an apothecary who set off to war-torn Gallermal to sell his medicines. A reckless fool, if you ask me. I have no interest in the affairs of such men, but you do, I take it. If so, I suggest you head to Usakiek and hear the tale for yourself. Look for a red-haired lad that's there gathering shellfish. Okay. That's one. Fishmonger. Do I know any apothecaries in Rei'tan? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard of anyone peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me. Well, with the Civil War raging and the world almost ending. Situations improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. Lone merchant trading there alone? Possible. Interesting. And one more merchant. I know of many merchants who travel abroad to ply their wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trade agreement with the Garleans, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. Yeah, that's true. We did just open up trade with them recently in the patches, so... Hildibrand, here's my info. I'm not even registering the cheese boy at this point. Ah, Rei'tan, I hope your questioning is born fresher fruit than mine. Well, I got something. Oh ho, a good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Let's gather the troops and pay a visit to this felicitous fisherman. The story of my apothecary friend? Oh, you must mean Baharasaf. Well, I was near enough to call it... Let me redo that. The story of my apothecary friend. Oh, you must mean Bahasaraf. Well, I was nearly enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Baharasaf comes from a very poor family, and growing up, never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at the succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most skill, but his stock never sold as well as he hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war was the best place to sell medicines. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald venture, but while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, Baharasaf was practically euphoric when I saw him again. The gods-given blessing he found in the snowfields had given him much to celebrate. He said he'd learned how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first. But then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, and after proclaimed himself a merchant prince, he even changed his name to Vanudi, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. A name as I have heard. He is the rising star in the markets, is he not? The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right? Yes, Vanudi has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavnair, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yedlimad. Dockmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, the bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he converted the gilded Araya into a private abode, and has been filling it with rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays out particularly large sum for artwork depicting the goddess Asura. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers even as a child. I have encountered much Manusa and Murga lore in Rei'tan, yet I recall no mention of this Asura. Well, that's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she is not well loved by the common folk. Baharasaf is different, though. He sees life as a constant battle, to amass wealth, and it is to Asura to whom he prays for victory. Damn me if she didn't listen. That once poor boy became merchant royalty. A man far too rich and important now to offer more than a fleeting moment for a simple fisherman. Even those who were once dear friends. Ahem. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. Well, everything's tying together. How about that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant prince were one and the same. Might we assume the blessing he stumbled upon in Garlemald was a certain alien craft and its occupant? Sorry to intrude, but aren't you the hero who helped us when folks were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront it, but I don't like her odds against that thing. This sounds like a case for Inspector Hildibrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. Alrighty, let's go and take a look. Of course it's that. Of course it's Lugay. I thought you destroyed that monster. I have the situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven less than forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you the same lesson, shiny skull man? Lessons? What are you on about? Ah! Cease this babbling and get out of my way! Lord Vanuti's orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Vanuti? The merchant who tried to buy a Yedley man? So he put you up to this? Curses, how did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? You blurted it out! Silence! No one who learns of our schemes shall be sorry to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. Masterful landing, Godbert. Oh god, there's more of them. 3 more sinister skull... 3 more sinister skullmen? Was the doctor a quadruplet? Oh god. Oh dear. Yay! Oh, they know the fear of God and that is upon them. Mother? Vexatious vermin, this will soften you up. Batter up. And now I'm a baseball star. Ah, a lucky hit. Oh, strike. Hildy, don't do it. Ugh, God, that's ugly. One last pitch. Going for a home run. And... Unlimited heavy hitter special! Swinging for the fences, baby. But that was my fastball! Well, easy does it. Took care of all them. I've come to expect father's sudden appearances, but what brings you here, Mother? A proposition from that merchant Vanudi, as a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as the manager of Mandeville and Mandeville, and we were just about on our way to the bloke's mansion. I've already refused Master Vanudi once before, when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It's quite an attractive offer considering fine jewelry is our stock in trade, and we at least thought to listen to his proposal. But if he would purportedly command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port... We can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did all those lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? Well, PuPu has the answer. As I suspected, my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic material as well? How interesting. Once the matter duplication facility has analyzed an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. It cannot create matter from nothing. The requisite supply of ether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Cool, you sure do know a lot about a lot, Inspector Brandahill. Even alien starships. It is no great achievement. As I mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with the data of the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. Assuming I understand this correctly, is it possible Vanudi is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? We share the same suspicion, Master Delion. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably reproduce these precious metals. Of course! 'Tis the obvious conclusion. That being the case, one might further assume that Vanudi is either threatening or deceiving Master PuPu's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Of course, action is clear. We march right up to the gold spawner's front door and demand he release his extraterrestrial hostage. Righty. Oh boy. Poor PuPu. We must confront this malicious merchant at once! If your heart is set on a confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Vanudi's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate. Aye, we still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and this pilot will be waiting. Alright. Gentlemen at heart, Godbert is ready to lead you to Vanudi's waiting pilot. We shall be on our way. We're to meet Vanudi's pilot atop the rise, just south of Kajaya's footsteps. Alright. Let us make our way there. God, Thavnir is such a beautiful place. If I could, I'd probably move here. If this place was real, I'd move here. But yeah, here we go. The perfumed rise, and our private airship pilot is here. Lord Godbert, Lady Julianne. And entourage? Pray excuse our presumptuous. My son and his companions insisted they come along, desperate as they were to meet with the illustrious Master Vanudi. I see. One moment, if you please. Lord Venuti should be glad to welcome you all to his home. Pray step aboard and I shall take you there directly. Oh, what a lovely place. What the fuck is all that? That's creepy and ominous. Welcome, honored guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view was to your liking. Since you traveled away from distant Ul'dah, pleasant backdrop to our talks was the least I could provide. And what an unexpected boon this is! I had been debating when to extend you a personal invitation, but now here you are, like a wish come true. Save your act for the magistrates, Venuti. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. You will cease the exploitation of alien technology and release your hostage into the care of Master PuPu at once. Unraveled my schemes, have you? Good. I mean, waste my breath on tedious explanations, then. This Master PuPu, I presume? I do have his fellow alien here with me, yes. As for exploiting their technology, I freely admit to duplicating quite a frankly obscene amount of gold, but that was merely the beginning. Imagine making copy after copy of the deadliest weapon in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you at my side. With a vaunted warrior of light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. Not a bad idea, actually. That's actually kind of smart to use the warrior of light who's slain gods to actually take over the world, but again, I refuse, categorically and emphatically. A pity, yet I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, it seems the time has come to test Lugei's ritual of manifestation. All was prepared long in advance of your coming. This tower holds not only mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. As for a requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I had but to clone myself. After all, who's more devoted to the cause, and my goddess, than me? Divine Asura, take up thy blades and wage war upon mine earthly rival. Oh boy. We got a primal summoning, folks. No, Hildy, don't. Leave this to me. Hey, Hildibrand, against the primal, we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within this sphere of influence. Aww. Best of luck, my friend, and make it a gentleman. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Don't worry. I got this. Behold, Asura! This is another Final Fantasy IV reference. The Gilded Araya, now accessible. Okay, this time I'm actually going to do it with Dancer, so we're going to be waiting for a while, probably. So, system configuration... One second. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take on the Gilded Araya. Here we go. Let's go ahead and join. How long will this take? 17 minutes. Well, better get... no. Fine. Duty finder. Character. Withdraw. Okay, doing it as a warrior, that wait time is much better. Let me just... Alrighty. Well, we just have to wait now. I've waited 15 minutes so far. Might as well have been a dancer. What the fuck is going on? Oh, thank fuck. God, that took forever. I'm on DPS. Don't make me wait. Don't make me wait. Thank you. Oh, thank God. That was an ordeal to wait for. Let's do this now. False Minutia. Asura. Alright. This is actually a pretty fun fight, in my opinion.
I am Asura, and on battle I thrive. Have you the courage and strength to face me? Will you dodge, or will you bleed?
Oh boy. This is a funny one. But I survived it.
The frail shall fall.
Alright.
You've not time to blink.
Oh yeah, this one talks a lot, I forgot. Oh boy.
Tremble before the might of the Minutia. Come forth, embodiment of carnage.
And now we got a giant woman.
Field of war. The spirit of battle awakens.
Alright.
Is the lesson.
Oh, I know this one. He does an outside thing. And then
The weak shall
the thing is gonna mirror it. Oh boy. Forgot how wide it was.
hear the gleaming edge.
Oh boy.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Alright. Simple enough.
Behold the six-fold blade.
Alright. Oh boy. Well, at least none of the healers are getting hurt, so only the DPS.
Be my strength.
Don't be on the red. Simple enough.
I will scatter your bones.
I like that line for some reason. Scatter your bones. Look at them bones! Monty Python, anyone?
Show me your steel.
Alright. There we go. Facing north.
The spirit of battle awakens.
Alright.
Sharp is the lesson.
Alright. Now, if I recall right, this thing's gonna move this time around. Where does it move? Okay, over there.
Hear the gleaming edge.
Alright, so now we need to get close to this one, wherever it materializes. Alright, over here.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Alright, so it's probably going to appear either to the north or to the south. Either way, I think... Make sure. Yep. Alright. I think that's everything this fight has to offer.
Behold the six-fold blade.
Alright, this time it's doing that. Well, we're doing good so far.
The face of battle is ever changing. Joyful is your downfall. I will scatter your bones.
Nice try. And... They'll cleave. They'll cleave. They'll cleave.
Dodge, or will you bleed?
Alright. Thread the needle. Lower realm. I believe this is a raid wide. Alright, DPS, you can do a limit break whenever you want.
You've not time to blink.
Immorality. Okay. Is this one again? Oh, this one.
Show me your steel.
Oh boy. There we go. There's the limit break. A little late for that, huh?
The frail shall fall.
Got it. And defeated. Alright. And I got a commendation. Goody. So, let's finish this up. Good show, Rei'tan. It would seem you thoroughly trust that pesky primal. Even as we speak, Mother and Father should be informing the Radiant host of the despicable Vanuti's wrongdoings. The divine Asura defeated? Turn the wheel. We flee for now. Who is flying the starship without my permission? The treasure is mine and mine alone. You called for your vessel, Master PuPu?
No, I did not. This is my friendship.
Oh dear. Ooh. That thing's going down.
Oh look, it's the other PuPu.
At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand.
I'm so relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? He did, at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it that my vessel was repaired. So in return, I replicated whatever trinket he desired. I taught him the basics of starship technology. But that resolved to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of our star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state. He seized my ship and flew me out to the jungle, and there left me to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction. Then I came back to reclaim my property. This experience has led me to conclude that the dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited for peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It is the only way to guarantee our survival. No, they're not all like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they laser you in the back. We have to strike first before they show their true colors. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Triple uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be atomized. And we're all in the vicinity!
And once again, the big think dimension. Think, damn it, think! If I'm to stop the explosion, we need to traverse a considerable distance to the starship. But I can conceive of no logical solution. Then we must think illogically, my friend. Truly a meeting of the minds. Inspector Brandehild, you must employ my father's mighty moves to propel me to the vessel. I too have calculated that Lord Godbert's signature technique are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. If there is a flaw in your proposal, I lack the strength to properly perform the throw. I have no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildibrand, it is you who must fling me. Seems we are in agreement. Even he has one of those. Skyward, as only a Mandeville can! Oh no. Wrong way! I lost my grip. Given my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift and posture should generate enough lift and precisional motion to... Yes, I can still make it! He turned into a boomerang. Oof, that gotta hurt. And there are the controls. Ah, and there he is rescued. Uh-oh. Nope, that's not it. It's too late. The reactor is going critical. There's only one way to save the day. He's going skyward, as high as possibly possible. Inspector Brandehild! Our brief time together was more than any defective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Ooh, that's a bigger explosion than I thought. Is this case closed for Inspector Brandehild? Maybe? I don't know. Nay, my loyal assistant, as a chip off the old gentleman, our dear Brandehild has surely survived to tell the tale. We shall meet him again, mark my words. Alrighty. Well, things too seem to be wrapping up quite nicely. You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with highly intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If only I could make amends and earn your forgiveness, but alas. There's naught to forgive. With this balky constitution, Inspector Brandehild will be just fine, I assure you. As a friend of Master PuPu, you are a friend of ours. And what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh? Our home planet. It was lost to the phenomenon you call the final days. We survived only because we were exploring the cosmos at the time. Oh, I see. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, shifted to a search for a safe haven. We visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as ours. Growing desperate, we decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find, whether it was populated or not. If the native beings were hospitable, we would live peacefully among them. If not, we were prepared to claim a new home by force. So it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet. Lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos, I blundered into a mundane war zone. There I was promptly shot out of the sky. The rest you already know. Having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here when my communications received no answer. That was when I met you, Inspector Hildibrand.
These touched by the despair of the final days are reduced to beasts. Even our savage willingness to invade your star, it would seem that, in a sense, we fell prey to this despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with your generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. That said, there was nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much to ask for us to live here, on your star?
Of course. Well, of course you must stay. And I suspect you'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's malfunctioning. Mummy! And off he goes again.
Oh, Inspector, not again! Wait for me!
Oh, never a dull moment around with our Hildibrand. At least ye needn't worry about if the ship crashes. Not with an impervious Mandevillian on board. Ah, funny you should mention that. Upon reviewing the Mandeville family tree, it was made clear that a lord without heirs of his own passed the name to an adopted child several generations ago. Are you saying that you and your son are not direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Mandeville line? Then how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness? When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly technique, 'tis not one's lineage which matters, but rather the unbending conviction within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Mandeville shall live on through us.
If the beguiled boy can't swallow that explanation, I've heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could that be you and Hildy's tapped into that cosmic essence?
Oh, if that's the case, then you must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Oh dear. Every, thing appears to be under control here, so let us return to the city, shall we?
Okay.
Be careful with your words around Julian, Godbert. Seriously. Well, he's flying in comfort this time. Once more do I find myself hurtling at superlative speeds towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildibrand. Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. See you in Tyrol, Hildibrand. Alright, Delian, what do you have to say? Thanks to an enlightened conversation with Master PuPu on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavor yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist, and my hammer and I shall make haste to the High Crucible. And with that, I bid you good day.
Thank ye all for looking out for our beloved son. I'm sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more cases before you know it.
Alright, see ya, you two. Now, as for you two...
You've gone above and beyond for us, Rei'tan, so I'd like you to have one replicated starship we made. It doesn't have the duplication facility or other such technology on board, but it will carry you through the skies. Use this key to call it whenever you wish.
And this is how you get the UFO mount.
As for the two of us, we decided to get to know our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration. And so this is where we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We're unfortunate indeed to have met you.
Alright, bye-bye you two little bloopers.
Have fun.
It seems PuPu wasn't planning an invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. I'm calling an end to this investigation, Rei'tan. Your unfailing support during this entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Sharlayan and even travel to the surface of the moon in search of the truth. And when my own conspiracies threatened to blind me, you were there to open my eyes and see the true shape of things. But this world yet harbors its share of strange and the inexplicable, not the least of which the source of Hildibrand's impossible physiology. If not an alien, then... mayhap he's the product of hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past, the descendant of some gruesome biological experiment? Someone needs to plunge the depths of these unexplained phenomena, and I am the very man for the job.
You do you. See you later, Delian. Don't get into trouble. And be careful what you write, especially about me. And with this, the final song. And I'm going to sing it horribly like all the times. The alien blood never flowed in their veins. The source of their strength an enigma remains. A dynamic folk, their clothing bespoke. A gentlemanly family, the good house Manderville. True Inspector is born from the heart. La di la 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 di da da. La 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 di da da. La 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 la. Tra la la di da. Tra la la da da. Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 di di da. And I'm doing it as well. Oh, there's the goblin. Hildibrand will return? Of course he will. He always does. At least I hope so. But of course he's coming to, oh, I forgot about this. Oh god, it's Cheese Boy again. What are you, training? He literally is training. What, to be a better spy for Nashu? Shooting star. Oh no! It's coming this way. Could it be? What could it be? Sneaking around. Of course, you little freak. I see legs. Why is this framed as a horror scene? He's back. Just as durable as the original. But yeah, that's it. That is all the Hildibrand episodes. I'd say this is one of my favorites. I don't know if it's my absolute favorite, but it is peak shenanigans. Like, absolute peak insanity for shenanigans. ARR had the best case. Heavensward had the best heart.
Stormblood was fun in its own right. Not perfect, but it was alright. It was serviceable. I'll say that. It was serviceable. This one, peak shenanigans. Peak. Now I can only wonder how the one for Dawntrail will be like. Well, I guess we'll find out in a few weeks. So then, until next time, this has been Ray, signing out. Later guys, and have a good day. And take care.